What is going on YouTube? Gyvi World here. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Back with some more MLB 17 Road to the Show. And it's getting to that time of the year. Before we even jump into today's episode, I want to give the shout out of the day to Nick, NRN 0505. Thank you, Nick, for being a part of the notification gang. 3 views, first like. Thank you for smashing the thumbs up button, being subscribed to the channel, bell on. You guys already know how to get a shout out of the day. Just follow me on Twitter, Instagram, at Gyvi World. It should be in the top right corner. But anyways, guys, I've got some bad news. Gyvi World is making really bad decisions. We are less than a month away from the playoffs, and in a very big series, Gyvi's guy told them that he can get some stuff for the really cheap on Amazon and from GameStop, and stubs were on sale, and he went ahead and bought some stubs, and he bought himself some steroids. And this time, Gyvi World's gonna double up on the dosage. If he gets caught, he could get a lifetime ban, even on his first time getting caught. 24,000 training points purchased. We're gonna go ahead and give that to Gyvi World, and we're focused on one thing: hitting, because that's what the playoffs comes down to. I know they say defense wins championship, but we're here to hit. So we're going to boost everything as much as possible evenly. Hopefully we can get into the 80s a little bit at least. And I'll see you once I'm done applying the boost. So after the boost, here's what our stats look like. I may have boosted a little bit too much, but our contact and power is in the 85, batting clutch 99, even though we do have the attribute boost from the equipment. But this is what our boost looks like. Also did a little bit on the fielding base running side. This is what we look like, and this is what we need to make sure that we don't get left out of the playoffs. Oh yeah, this series can definitely shift the balance in the division. If we come away with the win in this series, 3-game series, we will be ahead, or at least tied, in the AL East. Huge game here at the Rogers Center. It is so loud in here, I can barely hear myself or my teammates talking to me. First pitch of the at-bat. Gyvi World, don't do it to him. That is how you shut down this crowd here in Toronto. You hit a long bomb, and I believe that might be number 30 on the season, as we got a 4 times boost, and Aaron Sanchez is not happy about that. Back up again versus Aaron Sanchez. So far, our first at-bat is the only difference in this game. We're going to pop out to Iglesias in our second at-bat, and that's not productive. But as long as we maintain this lead, we're looking pretty good. There they are, booing me again as they're showing my home run on the Jumbotron. Huge bomb. And these guys are not happy in here in Toronto. You know these Canadians love their baseball in Toronto. Gyvi World's going to get a ball, and it's going to get ripped past the second baseman. That is most likely going to be an error. And there will be runners on second and third. That ball was hit so hard, the scorer decided to give me a double on that. There's just no chance to field the ball when Gyvi World's hitting. But we got second and third for Greg Bird. Lefty on lefty in a 1-run ball game. 2-2 count. As long as he doesn't strike out, we'll be good. But he lines out to third softly, and Tulo is there. All you had to do, Greg Bird, was put the ball on the ground. One job, Greg. One job, Greg, but you let us down, and now in a 3-1 count, I would not be surprised if they walk Sanchez, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Scooter Jeanette up now, 2-1 count. They're looking for that double play ball. Runner's got to be on the move and breaking it up as he hits a fly ball deep, and that's exactly what I needed. Another teammate to help me out, and that ball was crushed. Grand slam from Scooter Jeanette. We're going to the playoffs. JP Howell giving up a huge bomb. And now we are up 6-2. You can't ask for much more, but we're going to fly out again to weak center field. That's not good. But we're walking away with the W, boys. That's all we needed, boys and girls. Boys and girls. And we're going to continue rolling. But we got more game and more business here in Toronto. We're not done yet. Another game, and here we are. Tuesday Night Baseball in Toronto. 76 and 62 are both teams. And this is a fight for the AL East. This is why the AL East is the best league in the entire MLB. It's the most competitive one. And whoever wins this game will take a small 1-game lead. And Gyvi World, don't do it to him. Another first at-bat home run. No doubter. And that ball was crushed. As expected, I am getting booed here, but the game is tied at 1 here in the 4th. We can put it up once again, but we're going to rip that one to right field for a single. I take all base hits. We are making Greg Bird take a pitch. We know how unproductive he can be at times, but apparently when I'm not playing, Greg Bird is doing work. Aaron Sanchez on the mound. I'm looking to take this base as he's got a slow delivery, and there it is. Easy stolen base for Gyvi World. 1-2 count for Greg. Pitch is delivered, hit on the right side. We're going to hold at third. And that, I believe, is the first out of the inning. Runner on third, so a productive at-bat from Greg. As much of a hard time as I give him, he sometimes can get the job done. Boyce Anderson, most likely another September call-up. 0-2 count, Boyce. I need you to not strike out. And now with 2 outs, we're going to need another clutch at-bat from Scooter. But it is 1-2 with a runner on third. And I know usually when I'm here with 2 strikes, it means they're going to strike out. But he's going to hit a blooper to center field. Kevin Pillar coming in. Easy play for that guy. We are down by 2 runs. We are playing left field. We got a runner on. I dare him to test my arm. Just fresh off some juice. And I put some in the cannon. That's going to be a weak fly out to left field. I am there. No tag, no tag. And we're just going to get this ball in. 5-run ball game. And it seems like Toronto is the team that's going to be tough to beat. We can't seem to put it together, and I'm going to ground out to second base for the out. These are the depressing times for us. 8th inning, we're getting another at bat. We are down by 4 runs. We've only got 4 outs remaining. Side armor in, and there it is. We're going to get a just late home run. Multi-hit home run game for Gyvi World, but it means absolutely nothing when we can't get a W. Down by 3 runs, going to play some defense now in the bottom of the 8th. Last chance for the Blue Jays to put on some runs before the 9th inning comes up. And we're going to get a small chance. Great play from Gyvi World. Great reaction. And we make the play. We're looking better on defense, but our team is not doing it on offense. And there it is. A win for the Blue Jays, but the series is not over. We've got a chance to tie it in the AL East in the next game. New day for baseball. We've got to come away with a win. We got a lefty up. We just need to attack early, but we're going to hit a sharp ground ball to either Donaldson or Tulo, and that's the final out of the inning. Good start from their pitcher to go 1-2-3, and we're already down 2-0. They could increase their lead to 2 games in the AL East if we fall behind here. So we're going to have to step it up if my team can't do it. We're going to hit a base hit to left field in our second at bat. So there it is, a good start, and the hit streak continues. 3-1 situation, my manager's telling me to steal. We've got a lefty on the mound, so if he hangs it, we're stealing. This isn't a bad opportunity for a hit and run, but I gave him gave myself the green light and made him take. And on 3-2 now with no out, we are in scoring position. Here we go, 3-2 count. Hopefully this is ball 4, because we are stealing here. So I would love nothing more than ball 4, as Donaldson's gonna knock this down. And we're going to go ahead and score all the way from second base. And that is an infield hit, and we cut the lead to 1. What gutsy base running from Gyvi World. And now, 3-2 count. We're playing some defense in a 1-run ball game. That ball's going to be hit to center field. Gyvi World's got a good read on it. And that's a good out there. We're looking good. We're only down by 1 run. 2-1, Gyvi World. I'm learning I got to do this by myself. But we're going to pop out to center field. No, Gyvi, no! That ball was hit deeper than I expected. 4-run game. 8th inning. It's not looking good, man. Our player hopes are diminishing little by little. Gyvi World getting a good read there. No tag from the runner. No need to get behind it. Maybe New York City's not the city for me. If we don't make the playoffs this year, I don't know how much longer Gyvi World's going to stay in the Big Apple. But we're going to get another base hit to left field, and we're doing our part to remain... Oh, that ball gets by him. Late jump. But we're getting into second base. I'm not sure if that's a double, but I will take that. Once again, Gary Sanchez up, but he's got 2 strikes. I don't even care anymore. I'm playing for me as we try to steal This time we're not going to be able to score, but we're going to get to third on that. As if we didn't steal there, we most likely would not have been able to advance, as Donaldson would have looked us back. You guys understand English. I sometimes don't. Boyce is back up. It looks like he may be a switch hitter if I'm not mistaken. As he chops one up the line, and we're going to score the second run, but we are still down big. Blue Jays come away with the win. What a surprise. Gyvi World is the only one scoring runs. All right, we got a series versus the Chicago White Sox. Hopefully, we can at least take 2 out of 3 games here. There it is. We're going to go ahead and sweep them, and hopefully, the Blue Jays drop some games as we are now even in the AL East with the series versus the Rays. So I was getting ready to jump into the next series, and I noticed something that really disturbed me. I went into the player performance, and I noticed that there are 3 bench third basemen in the MLB. Granted, it is September, but the starter is Boyce Anderson, who had just recently been called up. 5 games, 20 at-bats, batting .300. Not bad. 71 overall. Meanwhile, you got a 95 overall, batting .455, 32 home runs on the bench. This makes no sense, MLB. And just like that, the first game of the series, a very important series, gets simulated, and we're thrown into pinch hit in the second game, while probably Boyce Anderson is starting, who has got about 5 total starts in the MLB. I'm heated right now. We're down by 1 run. We're in a tight race. We're still tied with the Blue Jays, and look at that. Gyvi World off the bench, delivering a base hit when it is needed. 1 out now. Runner on. 1-2 count. Peralta is on, and he's going to hit that through shortstop, and that is going to be a base hit. I don't like the base running. Sometimes the base running really upsets me. We come away with a loss because of that. All that smack talking, and now I look stupid. Last game of the series versus the Rays. Looks like Chris Archer is on the mound as we're going to smack a base hit to right field. And we're going to stay at first as the runner's going to advance to third. And the ball is dropped. Chris Archer in a little bit of trouble. Runners are on the corner with Greg Bird. All he's got to do is put one in the outfield or up the middle. And Greg Bird strikes out. We still got El Kraken Gary up. Doesn't look like he's going to strike out on this pitch. 0-1 count. A base hit here, man. Please, someone come through. As he dives, and he's probably going to take a base hit away from Gary. Corey Dickerson up. We are playing some center field behind Pineda. There's a runner on. Best believe if he tries to run on this hose, we're throwing him out at the plate. We've got a little bit of juice on this arm now. There is no tag on the play, so we're just... Oh, he is tagging, but he's not going anywhere because he knows what we've got in this arm. Max Kepler up. He's already got a triple in this game. Pineda got out of that little jam, but now the ball is hit high in the air, deep behind us, but we're settling under it for an easy out. All right, so it's obviously base hits are not going to help our team. We're going to have to go power here and try to put one over. Oh, no, we just got out in front of that. How come Beltre can keep those fair, but we can't? I said Beltre. 0-1 count now. Rip down the line. First baseman's going to make the play, though, and that's an out. Once again, we are down now 1-0 in the 6th inning. I'm not sure what's going on with this Yankee offense. Suddenly, we just can't hit or score runs. 7-run ball game. I'm getting so sick and tired of our... Oh, my God. It is so frustrating to watch our team slowly start to collapse here in September, because I'm pretty much watching it happen in slow motion. But you know what? I'm going to do the best I can to give us some runs. That ball is just absolutely crushed. But my teammates just can't pick me up for some reason. Scope hitting now in the 8th. We are playing some defense. That ball is hit pretty deep. I'm not sure if we can get there in time. We are going, looking up. Great play from Gyvi World on the run. And we rob an extra base hit away from Scope. But here in the 9th, we are down by 5 runs. There really isn't much I can do with one swing, but we can get it started. With the base hit here, as we're going to rip that one. Shortstop dives, but that's going to be an infield hit. And our 3rd hit of the game. Greg Bird up once again. If you know what he's going to do, comment down below. Let me know what you think Greg Bird's going to do here. As he gets a good piece, but the left fielder's there for the first out of the ninth. Gary Sanchez up next. Let's see if he can fare any better here. As he rips one at the first baseman. Good base running from Gyvi World. Freeze on a line drive. And we get back into first base first safely. And this is our last chance to put in any type of run. Scooter Jeanette up with 2 outs. Runner on first, 2-2 count. And he swings, and it's right at the second baseman. And that's a GG. So here it is really quickly. Here is the wild card race. We are at 1.5 behind the behind the Blue Jays after a 2-game losing streak. Red Sox and Tigers are both tied with a .531 win percentage, 2 games ahead of the Royals. It's not looking good right now. It's not looking good. We've got only a few games left. Let's see if there's any important series. We got a series versus Detroit, 1 versus Cleveland, 1 against Baltimore, and 1 against Toronto, and another 1 against Baltimore to end the season. It's going to come down to the wire, but we need to make the playoffs. If you enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and peace. Walking on a dream.